literally makes almost any brush like better somehow. Like it literally helps you blend so much it's not even funny. But seriously, do you see this, you guys? Like there's no real like harsh lines. Like it's actually really easy to blend. Perfect. 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 Hi everyone, how we doing today? It's good to see you, even though I don't see you, but you know, I love you guys anyway. Welcome back if you are coming back to my channel, and hi, how are you? I'm Ellie. If it's your first time here, please subscribe if you'd like to see more of this crazy ass chick. I promise you, I am worth it. Let's just say that. I don't know. I'm what? Yeah, I am. I believe I am. So please subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. Did I really just say I'm worth it? Oh my god, what am I, like in a commercial? Am I literally in like a Maybelline commercial right now? Is it Maybelline? I don't know. Anyway, okay, so we're gonna get right into this hack. I have been doing this hack for an extremely long time, and I'm just gonna tell you what it is. Today, you're going to need one thing in particular, and it is jojoba oil or jojoba oil. Where did I get this? I got this at Marshall's. I believe it was like $7.99, which is expensive to me, because like a lot of their oils are usually like $3 or $4. I want to say like about a year ago, I learned from Simply Nailogical that jojoba oil is actually the closest oil to what your skin produces. So it's like the most natural oil that you can use. And she likes to use it on her nails, you know, for her, basically like cuticle oil, which is awesome because ever since then, I have literally been using jojoba oil or jojoba oil for literally everything. I started out with wetting my sponge with it after I was done like applying it to my face, because I always thought that I had like an oily face, but I don't. I'm pretty sure I have like, I think I have normal to dry skin. Like I have dry patches, but I'm pretty sure I have normal skin because nothing happens. Like it doesn't really separate. Like stuff comes off my nose. But anyway, but I literally used to use this sponge, and I would, what am I trying to say? But I would literally, at the end of my application, like my makeup application, I would literally do a couple drops of jojoba oil on my sponge and do my neck, because I realized that when I did jojoba oil, it kind of like stretched out the foundation that was already in my sponge. And then after a while, I started testing out, like, instead of wetting my sponge, putting jojoba oil on it first and then putting my foundation on. So I do that as well. If you guys want to see that, then maybe I could do it in a different video. But today we're going to do blending. Jojoba oil is friggin' amazing for blending. The only thing that I haven't really tested out is, you know, doing it on like a tacky surface. So this is technically tacky and this is technically set. I had already set it with the Fit Me powder. Usually I set my eyelids with something shimmery because I'm a shimmery loving bitch. My eyes are almost never matte. They're always, always, always shiny. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know if it's because it's easier to blend. I don't know. But today I'm going to test out and I'm going to show you guys the magic of using jojoba oil with basically any brush. And I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I swear to God, jojoba oil makes almost any brush like better somehow. Like it literally helps you blend so much it's not even funny. Okay, let's just get into the video. These are literally brushes from the dollar store. I love these brushes. These brushes, especially when you like pay attention, you get like the really small compact brushes. Some of them range in size. Like you can get one of these and then you can get one of these, and they'll both say like small blending brush, but then one's obviously bigger than the other one. Anyway, these are not that bad, but I like the tightly packed ones a little better. But I swear to God, the jojoba oil usually does help with the blending. So we're going to get in that today. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I'm going to show you guys the friggin' beauty of having jojoba oil in your life. And okay, there's one more thing I have to tell you guys before I get into this. Have you guys noticed that when you are digging into your eyeshadow palettes, and I mean digging like with your finger, you know what I'm saying? When you're digging, thanks Jaclyn Hill, it will kind of like not cluster, but like it will kind of like do this thing where like you can just kind of see it collecting. But it doesn't do anything to the shade. It never ruins the shade. It just kind of looks a little different. But like, if you guys know what I'm talking about, please let me know down below. But if you don't, I'll try to explain to you guys more. I think it's just the combination of oils and, you know, obviously using it with a eyeshadow. I don't find it a big problem. I don't feel like it disturbs the eyeshadow in any way, but just proceed with caution when you're using jojoba oil, because I feel like if you use too much, then your eyeshadows will probably just like look weird afterwards. So just be careful with that. So do you guys see this? See how Gem is? So Gem is a prime example of what happened when I use, you know, a little bit too much jojoba oil and I dig my fingers into it too much. So you see Pizzazz and Gem, see how they're kind of like, you know, just getting that texture. But then when you swatch Gem, it's like literally fine. Like there's nothing wrong with it. Also, you guys, you know what I noticed also works with this crazy ass awesome hack is that if you want to use, you know how everyone uses these like foil shades, they use them on their lids all the time and they almost never use them, like, you know how they never say use a shimmer in your crease? Well, I mean, I'm not totally against that, but I like when like the like outer part, so like the very first color you put on would be like that kind of color. I don't know why I like that. I don't know why. I go against all rules of like don't put shimmer in your crease. Like I'm like put shimmer everywhere. But for some weird reason when you put jojoba oil or jojoba oil on your brush and you use one of those shades, instead of like you having to use it with your finger, it actually picks up, it actually works. So let me actually, you know what? Because I don't think I'm going to do a foil on my eyes today. Let me do a, you know, a swatch for you guys because you guys are literally going to lose it. Okay, so when you're using jojoba oil, you literally take the tiniest amount. I don't know why I'm doing it on my arm. I don't know. And maybe it's easier to show you. Maybe because I have foundation on my hand. I don't know. So the jojoba oil is right in front. I haven't touched it yet. It's literally, you can see, it's the tiniest amount. Don't use a lot. You don't need a lot at all. So I would say probably like dab it around so it like evenly gets on all the bristles and probably swirl it. Alright, I usually use this on my hand. Usually I swirl it like either on the back of my hand or on my hand, usually on the palm, but like, I don't know, for some reason I want to do it on my arm. I don't know. Probably because sometimes I'm scared that too much jojoba oil will get on the brush. That has happened to me before where too much jojoba oil has got on the brush and it just like was not a good, it wasn't a good thing. Like it was just, it was barely picking up something, so you only need a tiny bit. Okay. So I'm going to pick up this beautiful color called Lolly. I absolutely love Lolly. Lolly and freaking bomb ass. I could do, actually I probably should just do a look, honestly, because that is just amazing. So earlier I told you that it can collect and it can make this weird thing. Oh, okay, all right. It can make this weird thing. Do you see this? Do you see this little like, kind of like little clump in the middle right in front of my, it does that, but it doesn't like, it doesn't ruin the eyeshadow. You can still use it. Nothing happens to it. Okay, so I swirled it around a couple of times, and there's like a decent amount of product on that. Remember, these brushes kind of suck, so like bear with me. And I put the jojoba oil over here, so we're going in on my wrist, and just gonna show you guys. Now in person, it does look a little patchy, but it's really not blending out that bad. It's really not, especially because like this doesn't have a base on it. It's like doesn't have any powder. It's just my skin, and I just keep going in, you know, just dabbing it. Not really doing swirls anymore, just dabbing it. But look how pretty that looks. Like I know that usually you want that beautiful color payoff, but imagine like having that in your crease. I don't know. I think that would look so pretty. Do you guys see? It's not really that patchy. It's like patchy like on the outside, but you could literally work through that. Also, if you feel like you haven't put enough jojoba oil, feel free to put a tiny bit more. So the jojoba oil is right there. Ooh, see? Whoa. Isn't that cool? Okay. Let me try Bomb Ass. Let me see how Bomb Ass looks. Okay, so I'm gonna swirl it. Oh my god! It's like, it matches my background. Holy crap, okay. Ooh, that is red, girl. But see how it's not that patchy? Like, do you see what's going on? I don't know if it's because it's a shimmer, but I know for a fact that the jojoba oil, blah, 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 is definitely helping. Like, look, like, oh. In order to blend it, you just have to do a tiny light hand on the outside. Tiny little hand. And it, oh my god, it's like a, it's almost like airbrush. It's literally almost like airbrush. Like, oh my, I don't know how to explain it. But I needed to show you guys on it without anything at all to show you guys how it works just on like my skin. So that is that. Let me see if I can, let me see if I can do a matte on my skin with the jojoba oil. So, some more. That was a lot. This is a lot. Okay, so I put that much. That's too much. So I would probably just put it on my skin somewhere. Yeah, that works. If you're scared that you got like too much jojoba oil on your brush, just like rub it on your skin somewhere. That always helps. Like a dry piece of your skin. I feel like that kind of like picks up a little bit. So I still have a little bit on the back of my hand, but you can't really see it. Okay, so I'm gonna take, let me take Framed, because last weekend I think I took that burgundy color, and burgundies are kind of hard to blend. So let's see how this does. Okay. Oh. Like, do you see this magic, you guys? Like, it's really not that harsh of a line. Like, it's really not that bad. Oh, what's that line right there? What is that? Where did you come from? Oh, is that something on my skin? That's either a line from the... That's literally either a line from the eyeshadow or that's my skin. I can't tell you guys. I really can't tell. Here, let me do it. Let me do it something else. Pretty cool. Let's dig into Secret and see if that does anything. Don't ask me why I'm doing this on my arm. Like, don't ask me questions I don't know the answers to. No, just kidding. I don't know the answer. Okay, so you guys can kind of get the gist. Now that you guys can kind of get the gist, and I am now a ring the alarm leopard, literally, I'm going to try it out. I'm going to show you guys on my eyes. I'm going to show you guys how it works. But let me see. Is this still tacky? Hopefully that's still tacky. If it's not, you know, I do have some foundation on the back of my hand because I can't make up my mind to get rid of it or to keep it, so I kept it. I hate wasting stuff, so it's like, oh, do I keep it? Do I waste it? Nope, never waste it. Just keep it, because, you know, I'm just gonna keep everything. Okay, you guys, lately I have literally just been going in with like my such old BH Cosmetics palette that I don't think you could ever get anywhere. I literally bought it at Marshall's so long ago, so I'm sorry, but I want to use Jaclyn Hill, but then I have been using Jaclyn Hill. You know what? I should probably just use Jaclyn Hill. What should I do? I want to do like purpley and pretty, but I don't know. I don't know what to do. Oh my god. I have to make up my mind because this is still literally like fresh and like, oh my god, my eyes starting to crease. Okay, I'm gonna take Pizzazz. Pizzazz is basically the same as friggin' Bomb Ass and Lolly. Like, it's basically in between. It's just a little bit more purple. What is wrong with me? What's with... You know what? I don't want to take that. I can't take Pizzazz because I've literally been using mauve colors all the time. Anyway, okay. Okay, so we're going in. Don't ask me why I'm doing this face. I don't know the answer. Oh my god, I didn't even put jojoba oil on it. No wonder it's acting all weird. I'm like, oh, that's not too bad of a blend. And then I'm like, well, duh. Sometimes I literally always do that. Not sometimes, I always do that, to the point where like it almost happens all the time. Like I'll be getting ready to go out and then I'll literally be like, I did not put jojoba oil on that brush. How dare you? Yep, how dare you? So I'm really taking a tiny bit at a time. At a time. I don't know how to talk like this. I can just talk like a normal human being. Does that help? Huh. It actually helps a little bit, look! No, it doesn't help at all. Okay, so this is the tacky side. Let's see how it does. I think last weekend I left it tacky and then I kind of had a problem with it, so let's see if it actually works. I think you need to make sure that it's like not creasing, so let's make sure that's not creasing. I feel like it's like really not bad. Like, look at it. You know what I'm saying? So usually I set my eye and usually I put like, you know, all kinds of shimmer down. Like I put literally like body shimmer on my eyes in order for it to like blend out really well, and I use jojoba oil. So I have been doing that technique, but I think last weekend I didn't have my eyes set, and then I tried to do, I think Rockstar, or I tried to do the other one, the one that I just used. It's like that red color, and it literally like, I don't know, it like barely like blended out, but this seems to be blending out like not that bad. I don't really know. But seriously, do you see this, you guys? Like, there's no real, like, harsh lines. Like, it's actually really easy to blend with jojoba oil. And I'm pretty sure, like, you know, right now, I could be running out of some. You could add some more. But last time I added extra jojoba oil to my brushes, it wasn't a good idea. It was, like, drenched. So I don't recommend, like, adding extra jojoba oil. I feel like it, like, really stays there for, like, a decent amount of time, you know? Okay, so the next trick I like to do with jojoba oil is basically everything. Just pour jojoba oil all over your life. That will work. Anyway, I love to do my under waterline with jojoba oil. So I'm going to wet this shader, this, I think it's like a liner brush. It's like a liner shader brush or whatever. I also got it from the dollar store. And I'm basically going to coat it in jojoba oil. And then I'm going to take the same color that I used for my eye, maybe mixed with a little bit of Mystics, a little bit of the dark color, and just run it underneath my eye. And as you can see, it's like extremely easy to get some color payoff. I really feel like jojoba oil can give that color payoff like so easily. Like, it's not even funny, without hurting your eye. Like before, when I bought these brushes, they kind of give some like tug and some pull when you're doing your makeup, but now that I like added jojoba oil to it, I feel like it's like barely there, which is awesome. And I'm also gonna do some liner on the top just because, I don't know, I feel like I'm not complete without some liner on the top. So see how easy that was? I literally just like stamped it. It really wasn't that bad. See how easy this is? I'm literally just like stamping it. Like, I'm barely touching my eye, you guys, and it's like great color payoff. So I want to say jojoba oil definitely like helps your brushes, especially like if you have those brushes that are just a little too coarse for your face. Like, we've all like bought those like cheap brushes at Marshall's that like didn't really work out for us. Try them now with jojoba oil. They might not hurt your face so much. It's really crazy too is that I'm a person who like doesn't like stuff in my eyes at all. Like, I'm the person that like if I do my waterline or if I do liner, I will literally cry like all night. Like, my eyes will be so bothered and so weird, but because I'm barely touching my eyes, this literally makes it so much easier. Now that I have this little hack in my life, I literally add it to everything and it literally makes everything awesome. Like, I don't understand why. I don't understand how. You know what I'm saying? And be aware that if you add any more jojoba oil to a brush that already has some color, obviously it's gonna get on your skin, so. Ooh. Oh, this is a big brush. This was probably a bad idea. Ooh, bad idea. Let me take it on a smaller brush. Okay, so. You know what I also noticed too with this technique is that, do you see how my eye just went from like 0 to 100? Like it just went from like kind of like normal to like really dark. I noticed though when you're using jojoba oil, like, how can I explain this? You know how when you're doing your eyes and it's not set, and then like let's pretend like you put like a matte red down, and then like when you stamp it in, you're like so scared because like of the color, and you're so scared it's gonna like go up too much. So for me with jojoba oil, when you do that, it grabs the small amount of pigment, so you don't need to like dig in there and really dig in there, because when you dig in there and then you put it on a wet surface, sometimes like you have to be really careful with blending because it can just go all the way up to your eyebrows. Like I am totally guilty of that. But when I use jojoba oil, I noticed that you don't need to go in that much. You literally like poke it a couple of times and it blends basically like a dream. Like that's what I've noticed. I want you guys to try it out at home. I know it's, you know, tough to ask you guys to keep like purchasing stuff when you hear other gurus. Like, I'm not calling myself a guru at all, but I'm saying that like I do like to try stuff out, and I'm kind of like a little bit of a MacGyver. Like shit just comes my way and I friggin' just try it out of nowhere, and I add it to my daily life, and then like I come across these cool hacks. And this is literally what happened, is I came across this absolutely crazy cool hack where your eyeshadow can be almost perfectly blended every single time, and I need to share it with the world. That's literally what it is. Keep on blending. Look at this. Keep going. See? Do you guys notice this? Like, it's crazy. I think it's so crazy, but so cool at the same time. And I'm taking tiny, tiny dabs. Like, I'm taking tiny dabs. I'm literally taking tiny, like, dab, dab, dab. Make your eyes look fab. You guys, when I mean I'm, like, dabbing into my palette, I'm literally barely dabbing into this palette. And when I also mean that these brushes, like, weren't that great before, they literally weren't that great before. Like, literally weren't that great before. Now they're like, okay, I can use you now that, you know, I have a whole oil added to it. Okay, so before we leave, I'm going to do one more thing because I feel like I don't want to disappoint anyone. I feel like I did a very, very neutral eye, and I feel like, you know, you guys came here to see like a cool trick and a cool hack. So I'm going to turn myself even more into a leopard. So, welcome to the internet. Okay, so I'm taking a brand new brush. This brush is one of those brushes where I said I don't really like using because it's much more fluffy and it covers more surface area, so I usually only like to use this with like transition shades. So yeah, I only usually like to use it with transition shades. So let's use it for a transition shade. Let's do it. I don't think I've ever used Agent. Have I ever used Agent? I think when I first got these palettes, I did a one look, like all the colors kind of video, but I never posted it. But I don't think I've ever used this color, technically. Well, it's because I'm hairy. It's not really coming up that good. But even though I'm hairy, it's still blending out pretty well. So yeah. Sorry, I just had to do like one transition color just so you guys see like the blend on it. So it definitely is a little bit of a better blend. Oh, I know. You guys are literally going to drag me. Let's do a regular brush, right? And let's do the same color. Let's do Agent. I'm going to try not to get the middle of it just in case some oil did get on it. Okay, so this is Agent. I see like the powder going everywhere. That's so weird. I didn't see that before. So yeah, it definitely blends out really well. It's not really a major difference from, you know, my hack. Like, it really isn't that bad. It really isn't that much. Oh my god, it looks like a friggin'... it looks like a bruise. It literally looks so gross. The brush. Alright. Okay, so let's do Lolly. Let's do Lolly from... So, I'm gonna use Bomb Ass. Pretty. Really good color payoff. It's probably because I'm using it with a precision brush. Like, why am I doing it with this kind of brush? This has jojoba oil on it. Alright. I wonder if I like dried this off, if the jojoba oil would like come off. Let me try it. Let me try Lolly with this. I try to like dust it off a little bit and see if anything good. It's probably because I'm a right-handed, so right-handed, so this is like difficult. And that could also be because there's jojoba oil on it, you know what I'm saying? Let me try Lolly with another brush. So this brush is one of the cheap brushes I got at Marshall's. And it doesn't really work that great, but it does the job when I need it to. But it has no jojoba oil on it, so it still like blends out. Maybe it's because I used jojoba oil and then I dipped into it. Maybe that's the reason why it's blending out so well. Okay, you guys, I hope you liked this video. Like I said, this is still like in the works. Yeah, technically in the works. I mean, I'm still testing it out, obviously, as you can see. But I have been literally doing this for, like, I want to say months now, especially when it comes to my eyeshadow. I have noticed a difference. I have noticed that it really, really does actually help blend out my eyeshadow like crazy. Like, it really does. And this is not contour. No, it's really not. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, like I said. Is there anything else? Let me know down below if there's anything else you would like me to test out with anything with jojoba oil or anything like that. By the way, you guys, there's a lot of stuff going on in my life, so that's the reason why I'm not really, you know, uploading on a consistent basis, but I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here. I have been having a lot of different ideas for YouTube videos, kind of like, well, a lot of them are reaction videos, honestly. Like, a lot of them are, like, reactionary to other YouTube videos because there's a lot of stuff going on. I hate to say it, but I think my channel might become a commentary channel because there's so much crap going on that I'm just like, why? How? And why? Anyway, let me know if you guys try this hack at home. You know, let me know on Instagram, let me know on here, comment down below if you're going to try it, if you have tried it, if it made your life so much easier like it has mine. And again, this is what it looks like, jojoba oil. And I hope you guys have a good day, and subscribe if you haven't. And I'm picking my nose as I'm saying goodbye to you. And I love you guys. See you guys later. Bye. I'm about to say fuck it to this friggin' backdrop because it's not even a backdrop. It's actually a curtain and it looks fucking horrible. Are we starting a theater like production? Theater production? Broadway production? Broadway production. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Are we starting a Broadway production with this thing? Like, what is going on? I don't know what's going on. Let me know if you guys liked something in the background, or you really don't care about seeing my absolutely ugly room that I live in, but just let me know. Let me know. I just came from upstairs, so my, you know, breathing is a little off. I'm just like, I have to calm down before I start this video. I have to calm down. I rarely say this to people who aren't me, but you have got to calm down. I freaking love Emily. Oh my god, she's so hilarious. So hilarious. As you can see, I'm prepared. So prepared. I thought I cleaned you. Oh, it has a little dent in it. It looks like a little butt. Can you guys see that? Why do you care? It looks like a little butt. What? That's what I get for trying to jam it in here. Wonderful. Maybe I shouldn't have the window open because then stuff like that's gonna happen. Oh my god. This is the only thing wrong with blending videos is that you need literally every single effing brush you can ever effing imagine. Like, literally. The only thing I want to do with your hair is to get out of it. Literally. Where am I gonna put these brushes? Oh my god, okay. I don't know. The table is dirty. It's filled with my son's fingerprints. Maybe I should just sanitize it. Oh god, okay. Do I need eyebrows? I probably need eyebrows too. Oh god. I don't feel like doing my eyebrows, but I need eyebrows in order for this to look actually relatively normal. Or do I? You guys, this hack literally works with your eyebrows as well. Just to let you guys know. I literally put a drop of it. And I feel so bad because recently I just commented, like maybe like a couple months ago, if you guys go on one of... Actually, no one's gonna go do this, but if you just so happen to go across one of Rob Huey Christie's like old videos from the past like month or so, I'm pretty sure I commented that I use setting spray to refreshen my eyebrow pomade, and that is not true because I tried that once and it literally did not work. Like it did for like the time being, but then it kind of like, you know, made it so like drying after a while that it just, I was just like, oh, alright. But I swear to god, jojoba oil is different. Jojoba oil will actually moisturize it. So, my brows are so dark, holy crap. To think that this actually matched my hair at one point, like, holy crap, Richie, you definitely dyed my hair blonde. But I wanted to be platinum, though. Imagine if I was platinum and had these brows, I'd be friggin' heading in Danny territory at that point. These will have to do. Like, oh, okay. I want to put concealer, but I've been putting foundation on my eyes. I don't know why. Don't ask me questions I don't know the answers to. That's so weird. The eye with the set eye. Creased first. Oh, that's really awesome. Also, I'm going like really slow building this up because for some reason I get the shape really off. I don't know if it's the way I hold my brush, but sometimes the shape for me can be totally off. So bear with me as I'm trying to make my eyes relatively the same shape. So see? Trying to, but then one of them always comes out more. Ow! 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 Oh, my foot! Ow! Ow, my foot! Oh my god, I fell asleep. Ow! Shooting pain at my foot. Ow! 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 Oh, okay. Okay. Alright. See, the shapes are still kind of off. Oh god, I hate you. By the way, do not mind my forehead wrinkles. They are so gross. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. Anyway. You know what I also noticed too? Like if you really need to blur it, look at this. Like I can start rubbing it everywhere and it just starts blurring. Oh, except for right there. Oh, that's the only bad thing that has literally happened. Oh.